it's Rebecca from Be Naturally Fit, and today I want to talk to you about the power of journaling. So I want to share my story and how I've come to so powerfully believe that journaling can improve your life. So it's a pretty bold statement to say. Let me start at the beginning. So I've always been a journaler. Looking back even to when I was quite young, I had this drama diary of who was being mean to who and what was going on at dance and what kind of Backstreet Boy I used to like. I kept tons of journals. I kind of lost it as I went through my teens and maybe my early 20s. And then I came back to it when I discovered gratitude journaling and just how it helped keep all of my thoughts a little bit more in line. I have a bit of an artistic brain, and sometimes I find I can get really scattered, and I find journaling has been really powerful for just helping me keep my thoughts in a row. So a couple months ago, as many of you know, I went to Mexico, and while I was in Mexico, I got a parasite, and I didn't really know for sure. It took a couple weeks. The test results came back, and it turns out I had a pretty yucky parasite. That was the day that I got back and started journaling, and I have been journaling every single day consistently since then. It was November 28th. I just was looking back and reading my old posts. And the reason I did that was because I really wanted to see what foods were making my parasite angry. Because I was noticing with certain foods, I was getting really sick. So I started every night writing down, avocado, sick, white rice, good. I felt really tired at this time, and just kind of keeping track of everything that I was eating and how I was feeling. So the journal was probably a little bit negative for a couple of weeks as I went through not feeling good through the antibiotics. Then around Christmas, I got really sick and I started getting some autoimmune issues. I was getting way more allergic reactions to new foods, and I was getting muscle aches, and my digestion was just terrible. So I was journaling every single day. Of course, I had good days and bad days, and I was really enjoying that time where I could get everything out of my head and just look. And I was using it as a resource to see, like, oh, did I feel good after having that salmon or not? I was using it all the time. So let's fast forward now. So now I'm better, and it all kind of started with this sugar-free challenge. And a couple of weeks ago, around mid-January, I decided enough is enough. I'm going to heal myself with food and a positive mindset. I just got to get out of this slump. I've got to move forward. So I got back into gratitude journaling and really using that time at night to create intentions and to set those intentions and send them off into the universe. So here are my 4 tips for how you can start your own journal practice that can be a really powerful tool in your life. So if you're not sure on how to start journaling, here's a few simple tips that I have. 1, just start. Whether you start on your computer and opening a page, whether you do it on the notes on your iPhone, or whether you go out and buy yourself a really pretty book with really nice pens. It doesn't have to be a paragraph or an essay. You can start with just bullet points of what you did in a day. Daughter's dance recital, this is what I had for dinner, this was my workout, then I was tired, I went to bed. Done. Get started with that. I always just say you have to start with simple, or else you will abandon it altogether. So number 2, gratitude. If you can start by thinking of a couple things that you are grateful for, perhaps in that day, or it can just be, big general ideas, write them down. Now, a couple weeks ago, I went to this wonderful workshop by a friend, Catherine Roscoe from Life Delicious. And she talked about neuroplasticity. And what that means is just that our brains are like plastic and can be molded. They can be molded by our thoughts, our inner talk, our actions, our food, everything. And a lot of it is subconscious. We don't even know that it's happening. But when we do the same things often, we create habits, and that's how that's why habits are so hard to change. Now, getting back to gratitude journaling and how it changes your brain is that we have this negative bias where we can find the negative in situations very easily. Our brain is trained to do that, and if you've been doing that your whole life, then that's just the way it is. But the wonderful news is that you can change that. By writing down what you are grateful for, you are now creating this whole new pathway of positivity. And the more you do it, the more that path is going to be stronger. So the negative path is ingrained. It's like this big highway. You can go down it with autopilot. You barely even need to look at the road. The positive path is this way. And if you haven't gone down it in a while, it's like getting out of your car, getting into the forest, and literally creating your own trail. Now, if you do this every day, get out of the car, start going down your new trail, this trail starts to become an actual foot trail. And then it starts to become a bike trail. And then it's like a single lane dirt road. And then this negative highway starts to overgrow because no one's driving down it anymore. So that is the power of gratitude. You are literally changing your brain and making it a more positive and firing more positive neurons, and you'll be seeking out more positive things in your day-to-day. As you can tell, I get really excited about this stuff because it's so powerful. So, tip number 3, write down the food that you've been eating and how it makes you feel, and fitness. So food and fitness, how are they making you feel? Again, doesn't have to be complicated. You can literally write down like, oh, today I noticed that I had a lot of whole wheat bread or gluten, like I had a muffin and I had toast, and I felt fairly lethargic. By putting pen to paper and creating that awareness around what you're eating and how it's making you feel can be a huge step in changing the way that you eat. So if you're trying to look to eat a diet with less refined carbs and less gluten in it, by keeping a journal, you'll clearly see how much you're actually eating. You know, it's a really great way to be honest with yourself. Same with exercise. I mean, of course our intentions are there to work out every day, every day of the week, but real life means that we don't often get that. So write down, when you did get a chance to exercise and how it made you feel. And by doing that, again, it raises your awareness. And then all of a sudden looking back, you'll see like, well, no, I need to prioritize exercise because look how good it makes me feel when I do it. So again, food, not just what you're eating, but how is that making you feel? Is it making you feel gassy or bloated or tired or wonderful and proud and energetic? It just really helps, and it all starts with awareness through journaling. And my last tip that I feel is a really powerful one, if you already have your journal out and you've gone through, you've got started, you are doing your gratitude journaling, you're keeping track of food and exercise, the last one, and maybe the most important one of all, is your goal setting. And this one means a lot to me because I know that it's very similar to a vision board. When you put pen to paper and when you are super specific about what you want, I truly believe that the universe conspires to help make that happen for you. It just starts to draw the things that you need in life to make that goal happen. And if you write down that goal every day, it becomes stronger and stronger. Do not just think of it once and then let that thought drift away. Write down your goals. Where do you want to be in a year? How much money do you want to be making? Where do you want to be in your company? Do you want to have a house? Do you want to have this many children? Do you want your children to act a certain way? Writing them all down is just a really great way to be crystal clear. And again, it creates this pull. So these things now you're going to be drawn to them when you are out and about, and they're going to make it happen. So goal setting and be specific. I really truly think that, when I started writing down what I wanted and when I wanted it to happen, then I started to see opportunities in life, and I took advantage of them because it was top of mind. So a good example is a couple months ago, I really wanted to get into doing more collaborations with local brands that would help my business and help my clients. And that's exactly what I wrote down. And I'm not kidding. The next day, I got an email from a local brand asking me if I wanted to work together on Instagram. Now, it's just so powerful, and I don't even question how it happens. I just believe that there's energy out there, and if you're putting out that positive energy and being specific, the world has a way of knowing how it's going to all work out. So please trust your intuition, know what you want, and write it down. So those are my 4 tips on how to get you started with a powerful journal practice. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to send me an email at rebecca@benaturally.fit, or you can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. If you liked this video, please share it with your friends and family. You can share it through my YouTube channel. And if you're looking for more support, whether it's in the mindset or the fitness or the nutrition, I encourage you to sign up and join us in Fit Club. Fit Club is my online health and coaching club, and I'm looking for new members to grow and expand. If you have any questions regarding Fit Club or anything that I do, again, please just send me an email. Have a wonderful day and get started with your journaling practice tonight. Bye.